This is recording. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good something. Am I recording from the right microphone? I think I am. So, hello patrons, it's me again, and this is another update from the Viewfinder Villa. Here, this is what I'm going to talk about today. Lots of things have happened. I was in hospital. Yep, but it was planned. It was not something... It was not an accident or anything. Okay, this is for the men among you. As you get to a certain age, there will be a raised possibility, a higher likelihood of problems in a certain part of your body, and that's when you need to see a man doctor. So what I had, and the squeamish among you, cover your ears, is I had something going on with my... I don't know what the technical term is, but it's the neck of the bladder. And what they had to do is relax it. And the way they did it was not through an operation, but through Botox injections. So now I have the smoothest bladder neck in the world. This is not a permanent condition. This is going to wear off and then everything's going to be all right. And I'm so glad there is modern medicine. But... The men among you who are 40, 45 or above, every now and then have a checkup, go to the doctor. Just, it's worth it. It is really worth it. Anyway, so I was in hospital, took a bit longer than expected, but that is sorted out. If you speak German, I've written about it on my personal blog, soapbox.chrismarquardt.com, in German. So I'm not sure what Google Translate is going to make of that, but give it a try. The next thing I did is we started, that's Alexander Waschkau and myself. He's a friend of mine. He's a psychologist. He lives in Hamburg. We started, not sure what just happened there, but my camera flaked out. So you might have seen some jerky stuff going on here. And I switched the light on to look a bit nicer. So anyway, we've done this series of workshops about perception, about how people look at images and how that influences their decisions. So it's about perception, about how to design images, how to get decisions out of people. And that is especially important for businesses because that's what they do. They want to sell a product. And when you and the way you sell a product is not by giving your customer a whole bunch of text, but by giving them visuals. And those visuals are what makes your decision. You know, the first impression happens within a fraction of a second sometimes based on vision, based on what you see. And if you are a photographer and if you know how to do this right, then you are a step ahead of your customers and you can help nudge them in the right direction. This is what we focus on. And this mixture of like a photographer and a psychologist coming together, that is just completely, totally completes the picture. And we're really happy that there is some interest building up on that. We are now ready to do this in Germany. You can hire us. So if you have a company, tell your boss, show it to your boss. The German address is diemachtderbilder.de, and it has everything on there. In English, in Germany, in English shouldn't be a problem. Outside of Germany, the travel might be a bit of an issue, unless you come here, because there is space here in the Viewfinder Villa. So we will be happy to do this here in the villa as well. Talk to us. diemachtderbilder.de is the address, and we're really proud of having put this together because it's really interesting and it's a really good way to help you get your message across, make sure the other side understands things better and understands them faster. And that's what you do with the right kind of visuals and with designing them in a proper way. Anyway, here's the biggie. Well, a biggie for me because I get to put 3 hats on at the same time and do something that I haven't done in a while, which is an audio recording, a video recording, 3 cameras, and editing the whole thing into kind of a product. This is about Jørgen, my friend, who came here. He's a musician. I'm privileged to have known him for years, many, many years. We go back a long time, and he's an amazing singer. He's a great guitar player, and he does this traditional folk kind of stuff, some Irish folk, but also different other areas of the world. So it's really interesting to kind of follow him and see how this whole thing develops over time. And he stopped by, coming back from a tour in southern Germany. He stopped by, and we said, why not do a little recording? For me, it's kind of a thing I haven't done in a long time, putting microphones together and cables and things. And this thing, whoops, it flaked out on me again. Maybe my disc is getting full. Anyway, let's do this. Third time's the charm. So what I was telling you is this is amazing because I haven't done this in such a long time. I haven't had this experience of putting cables together and setting lights up, and at least not in this way, because one of the really cool things about it was that it's the combination of all these things. It's the video recording with several cameras, setting up lights. It's the audio recording, which means setting up the cables, the microphones, things, simple things like recording levels or the position of the microphone is actually really important. Some of my microphones are now with my brother because he uses them for recording, so I have a limited selection. So making the right choices out of the leftover microphones. I used an MD441 for the guitar. We also had a line out from the guitar. I used this microphone here, the MD421, which is an antique pretty much. I mean, this is like 30 years older, for the voice, which I did tests, and this is not a beautiful microphone. It's not an impressive microphone in terms of it doesn't have this studio kind of feel with all the wires around it and rubber bands and things and silvery plating or gold plating. No, but it sounds the best of all the microphones that I've ever used when it comes to my voice, and it turns out also when it comes to the voice of my friend. And and then to mix it, to master it, to put it all together, to build a little set, and then to hook it all up. The technology has advanced so much that I recorded this on a MacBook Air with a small sound interface that sounds good. The most fun thing was our teleprompter, because there's one song where Jørgen didn't have the lyrics and he didn't want to look down all the time, so we built a teleprompter out of a big sheet of paper with a hole in it, which worked remarkably well. And then we recorded this, and here's a look at the final set. And let me play a minute of the video for you, just so you get an idea.
I am wandering now to this world. I am wandering these the days I live in now. Nights like these could fly up to the stars above me, like Superman could change the course of earth below me. Through this world I am wandering, a soft wind's blowing, I am wandering now. Through this world I am wandering.
Well, this was a very productive day. We did this in one day, and we recorded 3 songs in one day, and it's on Jørgen to release them. So this was just a little taste. If you like that kind of music, he's got more of that. So here is his Facebook page, and I think he's going to start, or he has already posted a few things, and he's going to post more things there. So that's it. That's been keeping me busy. As usual, thanks, patrons, for your support. And now let me go back to my taxes. If any of you is in Europe and has a business selling digital goods like ebooks and wallpaper packs and things, you will be familiar with the VAT, MOSS, MOSS, mini one-stop shop thing. We need to do something about this. This is killing me. So I'm going back to my paperwork.